recognize that song? That's the intro to Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers' Into the Great Wide Open. It's one of my favorites. Hey everyone, I'm Chrissy. Thanks for joining me. I'm a ukulele player from Melbourne, Australia, but I currently reside in Los Angeles, and I'm giving you a lesson on beginning fingerpicking. Fingerpicking is one of the techniques I get asked about the most. I use a lot of fingerpicking in my playing, both when I do covers and when I do originals, and I use some fairly complex patterns. I think the other reason people ask me about fingerpicking is because it's pretty tricky to pick up, like even the basics, and it's also something that's quite tricky to master. But once you've got it, it can really add a lot of colour to your playing. Now, like anything that's complicated or something that you're trying out for the first time, the best way to attack it is to simplify it and break it down. Now, you're playing your chords in your left hand, you're playing your finger picking with your right hand, unless of course you're left-handed and then the opposite applies. So what I'd like you to do for the purpose of this exercise is keep what's happening in the left hand as simple as possible. Don't go trying any complicated chord progressions. Either hold down one chord, or you don't even really need to hold down a chord at all, because we just want to focus on the finger picking itself. I'm just going to give you a basic pattern. Now there's 4 strings on your uke, of course, and I'm going to assign a finger for each of those strings. So you're going to have your thumb for your bottom string, your first finger for the 3rd string, the second finger for the 2nd string, and your 3rd finger for the 3rd string. And the pattern itself is really simple. You've just got thumb, index, middle, ring. And trust me, that's going to keep you busy for a little while. Thumb, index, middle, ring. 1, 2, 3, 4. Position is 99% of the problem with this one and 99% of the solution. Notice that my thumb and my fingers have a gap between them. There's a little space there. That's really important so your fingers don't collide with each other. If my thumb and my fingers are in line with each other, they're going to bump into each other and it's not going to be fun. It's going to be really frustrating. Here's what it should look like side on. Side on, you should have a gap between the thumb and the fingers. And also notice that they're side on and they're facing in opposite directions. So you've got the side of your thumb there and the side of your fingers. Now again, looks really simple, but once you've mastered that, that's really the basis for all your finger picking, and it's kind of tricky to get that exactly right. Now this is the opposite way to the way you're going to be seeing it. I'll show you how you're going to be seeing it. So this is how you're going to be seeing your hand as you're looking at it. All right, this is going to be your thumb and your fingers, and again, you've got that little space in between. Now, as you're practicing this, I don't want you to get obsessed with speed. We all do that when we're starting out. We think that, oh, once we've increased the speed, that must mean that we're good. But I just want you to focus on getting a steady, consistent pattern and mastering that. The speed is just going to happen naturally as you play. And like you saw at the beginning of this video, I wasn't really playing anything very complicated, and it was slow and it still sounded good. So that's all I have for you today. I hope you found it useful, and next time I'll give you a new challenge. And until next time, happy playing. See ya.